All right, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Wild Rum. You're back with another lesson. Lord, willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Wahab Rakakwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, bishops, the great millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways, prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, also in the correct doctrine. I want to send a shalom to the one-third men, women, and children that will escape the judgment of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, by their faith. Just got to know less want to bring in through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, as you see. ID, wallet, keys, all in your hand. Sweden moves into future with microchipping. Now, when you hear that, you already know what this lesson is about. So I got some videos, hit scriptures, and Lord willing, be edifying because we're quickly approaching a time of trouble. And I want to play this not right off the bat. I want to play the other video because the financial system is crashing, man. As a matter of fact, let me pull that up too, man. The financial institution of Babylon the Great is failing, man. And I want to play this first because a lot of people clearly don't understand that we are at the end of Esau's world, man. Now check this out.
60% of the American public is about to lose everything they have. People living paycheck to paycheck are about to go broke. The GDP numbers came in yesterday, and of course the economy receded, which I predicted 2 months ago, and people laughed. Mark my words, the second quarter is going to be far worse. Tariffs on Chinese products at 145% are about to kick in, which means everything you buy from China on Amazon or elsewhere is about to go through the roof. Grocery store shelves are starting to empty at Walmarts across the country. And of course, grocery prices continue to soar. People who have been financing groceries on credit are starting to default on those payments. We are about to see an economic catastrophe. If you're in this 60% that has little or no money, please stop spending money. Protect your family. Trump does not care about you. Even if you voted for him, he's a billionaire. He won't suffer, but you and your family will. Please protect yourself. 60% of the American public.
And that's a lot of people, man. 60% of the American people are broke, man. Finance and food, man, you would have never thought that, man, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or before the pandemic. You would have never thought that, man. And see, it's real bad, man. And they're not, the devil's not going to come out and tell you that we're going to have to switch this system plainly. They have to gradually get you to believe in the system, man. Because if they just come out with it and say, yeah, we're going to be switching to this, and y'all going to have to take this, nobody's going to take it, man. They want to have you in a situation where you're going to have to. It's going to be that bad where you're going to have to take it, man. Or you're not going to eat. You're not going to have the products you need to survive. So they're going to have to cripple you to force you into doing this, man. Willingly. And check this out. I think I put this in a video the other day.
Say yes. If you say yes, I'm saying yes. I think it's great that you're involved, I will tell you. Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after I really met you for the first time? The Genius Act provides banks, businesses, and financial institutions a framework for issuing crypto assets back one for one with real U.S. dollars, treasury bills, and other cash equivalents. It's really strengthening the dollar and giving the dollar great prominence.
Now I'm gonna pull it back, and you're gonna see the Genius Act. And you can look it up. I didn't go too deep in. I read a little bit about it, but you see that financial switch, where they say financial flip in history. They think it's gonna come. Well, they're saying it's gonna come in September, man. So they're going to say it's a dollar, but it's going to be a digital dollar, man, because the systems have to switch to a digital system, man. The whole world's going digital. We just seen where Sweden has went to microchipping. So we are here at the cusp of the MOTB coming in, the mark of the beast.
Now shit's starting to get weird. Those who don't know, there was a song that released in 1990 titled Watch Out for 666. The song basically exposed the idea of the New World Order implanting computer chips in people's brains. It was very similar to what Elon Musk is trying to do with Neuralink. And when looking at numerology, the letter X is usually associated with the number 6. When looking at the companies that Elon Musk owns, X, SpaceX, and then Tesla, you got the Model X. It rounds up to 666, which made people come to the conclusion that Neuralink might be the mark of the beast. I don't really know what to think about this, but y'all listen to the song and let me know what y'all think down below in the comments.
I can't play the song, but you can go online and just look up the watch out for 666 or something like that. But the point is, you see where the system that he put together, well, not system he put together, but Elon Musk, it's right here. It shows you what it is, man. He got X. These are subliminal messages, man. And they speak in code to the elite. Now, he showed you clear that Twitter was turned to X. You got SpaceX. And what's the other one? SpaceX. He showed you plain as day, but I want to run it back so.
And when looking at numerology, the letter X is usually associated with the number 6. When looking at the companies that Elon Musk owns, X, SpaceX, and then Tesla, you got the Model X. It rounds up.
See, they talking code, man. The Model X is Tesla. So we see these subliminal messages that's being put out there, man. Now, we've been putting it out there for many years, talking to the apostles and the elders. But you have other Israelite groups that don't believe what the apostles and elders say because of their pride. Now, I can't say this guy right here has seen the apostles and elders, but brethren have been putting out videos and information about the MOTB for many, many years. So I'm pretty sure that he has came across someone that's put the word out of what the MOTB really is, man. Now, this guy, he's going to go into WWW, but that is not it, man. And see, we have to continue to bring these lessons out because a lot of our people are going to be deceived, but the elect won't be deceived. And if someone sees him, and it might be a part of the hopeful elect, they will see our video and understand, okay, this makes sense. What he's saying is not according to the scriptures, man. Now check this out.
Revelation 13 says the beast system will control buying and selling and communication. People laughed at the idea until the internet took over everything. Now here's the hidden truth. In Hebrew, every letter has a number. The letter W is the 6th letter. So www, World Wide Web, literally translates to 666. That's not conspiracy, that's straight gematria. The same code the ancients used when they wrote Revelation. Think about it. The internet is now the grid. Without it, you can't buy, you can't sell, you can't work, you can't even prove your identity. Digital IDs, bank accounts, medical records, all of it is locked into the web. So when scripture says the number of man is 666, it wasn't talking about cartoon devil with horns. It was talking about a system built on human numbers, man's control, and now it's here. The internet promised freedom, but look again. The code underneath it reveals the beast. www equals 666.
And so you have a lot of people out here breaking down this trip, the mark of the beast, wrong, man. And we seeing what it's gearing up to. It's going to be a physical mark, and he thinks the internet is the mark of the beast, which you can go online and buy and sell. But the point is, you ain't going to be able to go in a store and do this. You're not going to be able to go in to Walmart or Kroger's and get your food or water. You're not going to be able to pay your bills. See, everything is going digital, but it's going to be a physical mark. You're not going to be able to sign on to the internet unless you have it. And that's why everything is gearing up to, man. Now, you see this video here, and it's going into the MOTB as well. But IUIC, ISUPK, and other groups that's not teaching the MOTB correctly, which the mark of the beast correctly, is going to lead a lot of people to the slaughter, man. A lot of people to judgment. The time of trouble that we're coming into will not be reversed, man. You're only going to get a one chance to get it right. And that's why we have to bring this word out to the best of our ability constantly to make sure that you understand what times you're in and what the MOTB is. Because this chip is going to be presented to everyone.
This is what they're trying to have happen. Chaotic Moon's tattoo circuits integrate unnoticeable wearable technology into daily life. Take a look at that, right? That's a prototype, but you guys have to look up Chaotic Moon and what exactly they're working on. Another article, these tech tattoos will let you become a cyborg without the usual commitment. Then Chaotic Moon, a mobile software design company, is designing a line of wearable tattoos called TechTat, which can perform a variety of tasks from monitoring your health to dimming the lights. This is what Bill Gates was talking about when he said that pretty soon cell phones are going to be obsolete and they will be replaced with electronic tattoos or e-tats. Remember that show, that child show they came out with, the cartoon where the people were receiving a smart mark? And it was all about world domination and essentially Revelation 13. This is ultimately their goal for humanity. This is what they want to do. They want people to be cyborgs. They want people to be transhuman, where they are not even 100% human. This is why once people get this AI, artificial intelligence technology embedded in them through things like Neuralink, these e-tats in the right hand or in the head, they will not be able to be saved. Number one, because AI is programming them so they don't have a soul. And number two, they're not even 100% human. I know y'all remember this movie too, Alita Battle Angel, where pretty much everyone was a cyborg and it was the norm. I think it's a conspiracy now, but like all things, just give it its time. If you haven't already, check me out on Instagram, YouTube at Bladed Judah. I hope you guys' eyes are open because this is the direction that we are all heading. If you have Jesus, you read your Bible, you already knew that, but so many people out there don't know that. We got to sound the alarm and spread the word.
And we know Jesus is not his name, but Jake should wake up, man, soon. Before he's on the right path, but he just ain't got the name of the Lord in his spirit, man. Because the name of the Lord is a strong tower that we're gonna run in to in this time, man. Now you see right here, Trump says the U.S. will seek the death penalty for murders committed in D.C. And see, like I said before, the apostles and elders taught us, man. They use gradualism to bring these things in because now they say if you kill somebody, you're gonna get the death penalty. But if you don't take the MOTB, they're gonna say you're gonna be presented to have be a murderer or whatever they're gonna deem you as, and they're gonna want to put you to death. So we are bringing this information out for you to understand, man, what times we're in and what's your power and how you're going to receive salvation. But you got to understand that we're going to have to go through these things and be presented to Yahweh Shem Yahushua faithful, man. Because the Lord gave us this information. I always say this, man, because I believe it to be true. Yahweh Shem Yahushua bless us with this information to be saved from the destruction that is coming upon the earth, man, that he is bringing. So what we have is the truth. And we have to stick with it to the very, very end, man. No matter what you're presented with.
Anybody murders something in the Capitol, capital punishment, capital punishment. If somebody kills somebody in the Capitol, Washington, D.C., we're going to be seeking the death penalty. And that's a very strong preventative. And everybody that's heard it agrees with it. I don't know if we're ready for it in this country, but where you have it, it is, we have no choice. So in D.C. and Washington, states are going to have to make their own decision. But if somebody kills somebody, like you could have been killed, very lucky you didn't get killed, it's the death penalty, okay?
So you see what he's saying, man. Like I said, these are all code speech, it's code talk, because they want to get the mindset of whatever you do is going to have a consequences of death, the death penalty. So people like be what you call that, numb to hearing somebody got put to death over this. They got put to death over that. They want you to be numb to it, man. And you can tell that he is dead serious because that's a part of prophecy. See, all this is coming out now because we are entering into the end of the world, man. The time of Jacob's trouble, the end of Esau's world. It's lucky. Now, the MOTB, we've hammered down for many, many years. Revelation 13. It's really 15 down to 18. And we know the consequences of the mark of the beast. But the point is, I want to make in this lesson, we should know Revelation 13 almost by heart. But I want to bring this out. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 2 in verse 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, prepare thy soul for temptation. See, it's going to be a temptation, a test on all of us, man. So you have to prepare yourself for what we're going into, man. Temptation. Let me get that word real quick. Just a Google definition. Temptation is the desire to do or have something, often harmful or wrong, that goes against your goals or penalties. So that temptation that we're going to have to go through is for the salvation of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Let me get it real quick. The meaning. The desire to do something, especially something wrong or unwise. The a thing or course of action that attracts or tempts someone. And it also goes in tests. Let me see. Let's see what the sentence. Let's see if I can get it in the blue letter real quick. I don't want to waste too much time on it. Spell it wrong. Get it in Hebrew. Temptation in a Hebrew. H4531. Despaired test. Despair testing, proving trial. So it's a test that we're going to have to go through to pass the mark of the beast, man. One again, it says, my son, if thou come to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, prepare thy soul for temptation. See that? Prepare thy soul for testing. You're going to be tested by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. And this MOTB is a man, it's going to be a test that is going to be the end of all that we're going to have to go through testing wise, man. Because this test is going to lead us to salvation or lead you to destruction. That's why the MOTB is so important to continue to hammer on, because this is going to test you individually, man. No one can pass this test for you. Verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. See that? You want your faith to be increased at the very end, man. When you're presented with the MOTB, you want to be prepared for the test the Lord presents before you. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire. See that? Lord is going to try you, man, as pure gold, man. And acceptable men in the furnace of affliction. See that? The Lord is testing us, man, in the furnace of affliction, man. Believe in him and he will help thee. See that? That's the point. So if we believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he will help us. He will help us, man. And that's why the Lord has us bringing these lessons out for our people to be, for the hopeful elect to be grounded in the faith of the Lord, man, and be not moved. Because you're being presented to the Lord as fine gold, man. Being all the impurities taken out of you, man. And you want to be right with the Lord, man, because the time we're coming into, man, you are not going to have anyone else to lean on, man. It's only going to be Yahweh Shem Yahushua. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him and he will help thee. See that? If you believe in the Lord, he's going to help you, man. He's going to get you over that test. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, wait for his mercy. See that? Wait for his mercy. Don't go away from what we've been taught, what we've been learned. The MOTB is the mark of the beast. The MOT is the mark. This the initials of it. But the RFID microchip, man. And we're going to have tattoos and all of that. It's all a part of the mark of the beast, man. It's all the same exact thing. They got little nanotechnology now, which is the same thing as the chip, man. So, but you can't get too deep in this, man. The Lord gave it to us plain and simple. Don't take none of this man's marks, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get to a place where you have to deny this man's system, man. And all that comes with it. All that comes with it, man. Ye that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, wait for his mercy and go not aside, ye see fall. See that? You don't want to fall, man. So if you go aside and think, well, I'll just take this. No, man. Deny all of it, man. Because what the Lord is going to do for us is give us salvation, man. And everyone that takes it is going to be destroyed, man. Ye that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, believe him. See that? Believe him. What we're telling you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is what the Lord has us to tell you, man. Don't take this man's mark, man. And your reward shall not fall. See that? If you deny this man's mark, you're not going to fall, man. Because he's going to present death to you. He's going to present the prison to you. He's going to present all these things, and your back is going to be against the wall. But your faith is going to be with you. That you know this is the Lord's testing me, man. Ye that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. And that's what we have, man. Hope in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because all these things are equated to the Lord, man. Hope, mercy. That's our power, man. And see, what we're going to receive a reward for denying this man's mark, man. And we're going to be found worthy to escape this the Lord's judgment. This is what our prayer should be about, man. Building up your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Constantly study to know there's no way around this, man. We have to go through the straight gate, man. We have to go through this time of Jacob's trouble, man. The mark of the beast. We have to go through that to get the kingdom of heaven, man. To receive your reward. So you have to go through this. There's no way around it, man. And I'm speaking to myself as well, man. This is Proverbs 25 and verse 19. It says, confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth. See that? So you got confidence in IUIC's leader, Bishop Nate, and not looking into this truth for yourself, looking into what the mark is. You're going to be destroyed, man. So that's the reason why the Lord has the men of the Lord, from the apostles and elders, a great millstone on down, bringing lessons out. If you got it, you got it. You know, you understand. But someone else that might will come across a video might not have seen this before. They might not have heard the mark of the beast was an RFID microchip. They might not have heard it was just. They might not have heard of the apostles and elders. You know what I'm saying? Is bringing out this word, man. So the Lord has us bringing these lessons out for those that just might be coming into the faith. Those that are on the fence, they might not have never heard it. But we know that those mercy gates or mercy curtains are closing, man. They're closing, man. It says, confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. So you don't want to have neither one of them, man. So your confidence should be in Yahweh Shem Yahushua and who he has set up. And it shouldn't be hard to understand that now, man. Because you know that the mark of the beast is not sin. You're not going to be able to go in a store and say, well, I ain't seeing today. That makes absolutely no sense. So these men that's teaching another doctrine are meant to teach that way. They're meant to be a stumbling block for who the Lord doesn't want. Verse 20 says, as he that taketh away a garment in cold weather. See that? You got there freezing, man. So he's taking away those leaders that you believe in, that you think is right. They're taking away from you what you need in the time we're coming into, man. He right here, comparing it to taking your garment in cold weather, man. Now, if it's cold outside, you need a blanket. You can't just walk around with no blanket on, man. You're going to be freezing, man. So these are just small examples of how the Lord looks at men that's teaching the incorrect doctrine and leading those that's simple to destruction. As he that taketh away a garment in cold weather, and as vinegar upon nitrate, so is he that singeth songs to an heavy heart. And see, if you're not understanding what this truth is about, you're gonna have a heavy heart, man. Because you're not gonna have confidence in what you've been taught, man. You're not gonna have confidence in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're gonna waver when the time will come when you feel like your back is against the wall and you have nowhere to turn. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is blessing us to have confidence in him, man. To wait on him. To understand it. This is it. This is what we've been being prepared for. You've been in the truth many years, man. This is what you've been preparing for. The time we're coming into now. It won't prepare us to cut somebody with the scriptures or be deeper than someone or deeper than this group. No, man, or to debunk a Christian. No, it ain't meant for that, man. It's meant for our salvation, man. Meant for us to be built up in the faith of the Lord and understand that this is how we're going to get get to the finish line, man. This is Psalms 41 and verse 1. It says, it's a Psalm of David. He says, blessed is he that considereth the poor. And that's the hope for the elect, man. Those men is teaching correct doctrine. They're considering the poor. Yahweh Shem Yahushua will deliver him in time of trouble. And see, that's what we all want, to be delivered in the time of trouble. Because we consider it what the Lord said for us to do. We consider the will of the Lord, man. And doing the will of the Lord, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua will preserve him and keep him alive. See that? This is those is teaching the correct doctrine, man. Teaching this word, man. The Lord is going to keep those men alive, man. And that's why we continue to bring these lessons out, man. Fearing Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Because if you don't believe wholeheartedly in the word, you're gonna waver in the time we're coming into, man. You're gonna get scared and you're gonna go into taking in man mark. Because it's not gonna feel comfortable to you, man. And that's why we got to continue to bring out these lessons, man, so you can get your comfort and be in the Lord, man, and blot out the world in the time we're coming into, man. Verse 2, it says, Yahweh Shem Yahushua will preserve him and keep him alive, and he shall be blessed upon the earth, and thou wilt not deliver him into the will of his enemies. See that? Those that's teaching the truth are not going to be delivered into the will of their enemies, man. And you have to understand that this is a faithful and true saying, man. This is the Lord, man. NLT. It says, Yahweh Shem Yahushua protects him and keeps them alive. See that? Protects them and keeps them alive. He gives them prosperity in the land and rescues them from their enemies. And that's what we're patiently waiting on, man. We are meant to bring this word out for our people to be saved, man. And only the hopeful elect are going to be saved at the time we're coming into. Good News Translation says, Yahweh Shem Yahushua will protect them and preserve their lives. He will make them happy in the land. He will not abandon them to the power of their enemies. That's plain, man. So like I said, you got to believe wholeheartedly, man. Like Caleb did, man. You understand, man, the Lord is not going to leave us, man. He's not. He's the scripture just clearly told you. He will not abandon them to the power of their enemies. See that? Esau has the power to kill you, man. That's why he said he's going to keep us alive. So you might be in a situation where you got a guillotine before your firing squad and the Lord delivers you right then. But that's why you have to have faith. You got to be built up. You got to be built up, man. Constantly built up, man. That's why I try to bring out a lesson every day, man. I try to watch videos all day when I get home from work, because I know this is what's going to keep me in the hour of temptation, man. When I'm not able to go to the store or go to the movies or do what I want to do. It's just going to be me and Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, by myself, man. I ain't going to have nobody with me to say, yeah, man, continue to push. This is the spirit you got to be in, man. Because we're coming into those times of trouble that you're going to have to lean on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You ain't going to have no friend. You ain't going to have a brother and your family. You're going to have, it's going to be me. It's going to be you and Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. This is the test. This is that test of faith, man. This is Psalms 37 in verse 1. It's a Psalm of David. It says, fret not thyself because of evildoers, man. Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. See, Esau is set up to bring this test on us, man. He is the Lord's left hand to bring in judgment. But see, all these things, the Lord set him up to bring us to him, the elect. Because we're not fearing Esau. We fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And see, 2/3 of our people are going to fear Esau, man. And that's why it's going to be so easy for them to be delivered into his hands, because they're going to take whatever he say, just like they did to Jab, man. 3, it says, trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua and do good. So shall thou be, like it says, so shall thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. Commit thy way unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. See that? The Lord is going to bring it to pass, man, for your deliverance. If you're praying to be delivered, the Lord is going to make good on your prayer, man. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. So the Lord is going to make good on our prayers, man. Scripture tell you that the prayers of the elect pierce the clouds. These are just faith boosters, man, because we know what time we're in, man. We know what time we're in, man. This is Psalms 27, also a Psalm of David. It says, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? See that? And that's what we got to trust in the Lord, man. Who shall we fear? We got Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Who shall we fear? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the strength of my life. And that's what you got to have in your mind, man. Of whom shall I be afraid? See that? So the Lord is who we should be afraid of, not anyone else. The Lord is who we should be afraid of. When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though an host should encamp against me, that's an army. Though a host camp against me, my heart shall not fail. Shalaki, my heart shall not fear. See that? So Esau come with the troops. You see him putting the National Guard everywhere. And he'll come against you, man. The Lord telling us right here, though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, and this is what's happening, man. It's a war against us, man. And in this will I be confident. Pay attention. In this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that will I seek after. And that's what we're seeking after the Lord. Salvation, man. This is the desire. That I may dwell in the house of Yahweh Shem Yahushua all the days of my life. To behold the beauty of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble, see that? We're coming into the time of trouble, man. He shall hide me in his pavilion. That's plain, man. The Lord is going to hide us in his pavilion, man. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall not set me. It's like he shall set me up upon a rock. And that's the Lord, man. We've been set up right now on a rock, and that's the Lord, man. So we know that this is a firm position that we in, man. The Lord put that spirit in us, man, to have that firm position in him. Because the test, the Lord is going to bless us to make it, man. And you have to understand that this is a test, man. We have to make it past it. No looking back. It's a test, man. This is Revelation 2, verse 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. See that? The Lord telling us, fear none of those things that we'll have to suffer, man. We're going to have to go through. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. See that you may be tested, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death. See that? The Lord telling us, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And see, our reward is getting to the Lord, man. Pass this man test. Because the Lord has a crown of life for you, man. Man, what a reward, man. So we have to understand, man, this is it. There's no turning back, man. There's no going back into the ways of the world that it used to be. Going and partying and bullshitting, going to games and living your life here in Babylon the Great. This is all going to change, man, overnight, man. What we've been blessed to understand and know, everyone else has been closed off from it, man. Everybody else has been blinded by the world. But the Lord opened eyes and see it plainly, man. Revelation 3 verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. See that? We continue to keep the word of the Lord patient. This is scriptures, man. Continue to believe in him. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. See that? The Lord says he's going to keep you from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. See that? The Lord is going to have us an escape. We're going to be hid in his pavilion while everybody else is going to have to make a decision. Take it or not, they're going to still be the judge, man. But the Lord is going to give us mercy, those that believe and have faith in him, of the hopeful elect. It's the only ones he's dealing with. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is a man of his word, man. We've seen that through history. So I'm going to end it there. Lord Williams edifying. Shalom. Shalom.